welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a little bit of a review of the new Clinelle UV Defense Ultra Protection Mist Spray. Now the reason why I want to review this because I've always been into sunscreen. That's one. I've always known that sunscreen is a really important aspect in our life, especially women. It's always very important for you to start sunscreen early. To use sunscreen alongside with your skincare is actually a really good maintenance. I remember my mom always used to tell me, you must use sunscreen every single time you go play volleyball or you go play sports or whenever you're outdoors marching, you know, what do they call kawat kaki or things like that. Especially in Malaysia, our weather is crazy hot and our sun is crazy bright. Sunscreen is definitely going to be your best friend whenever you're out. It's always important for you to have at least SPF 50 plus and then PA plus. The more plus it is, the better it is. Apparently, to be honest, I'm really not quite sure what is the science behind that. It just seems better when you have more like plus. Usually I don't review sunscreen because generally sunscreens are pretty much the same, or if you want to call it sunblock, it's up to you. My preference, I always love Mentholatum SunPlay. They are really good sunscreen for my hands or my arms. I've always loved like water-based sunscreen so that I don't feel too sticky after applying it on. Especially even when I reapply it, I don't feel like it's too sticky on my skin or on my hands. So that's why I love SunPlay sunscreen. They are the best sunscreen for outdoors, especially. That's what I feel. Indoors, recently I've been using a lot of the Dior UV Shield, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not quite sure what's the name of it. Yeah, so this is the one that I've been really liking for a general daily sunscreen. I really like this one because I think it works really well for dry skin. After applying it on, it does have that dewy kind of finish to it. So if you have oily skin and you don't like those kind of like dewy finish kind of sunscreen, this will not work for you. But if you have dry skin and you do like that a little bit of dewy finish to a product, this will actually work really well for you. It doesn't smell like sunscreen at all. It smells like a moisturizer and it feels like a moisturizer. So that's why my skin it's really appreciating the properties of this, of how it's like a moisturizer, but at the same time it also doesn't smell like a sunscreen. So it's a fantastic daily sunscreen if you are looking for one of this. Sometimes SunPlay can also smell like sunscreen sometimes, but with a higher SPF, that's pretty much what you get. So otherwise, the Waso by Shiseido one is also quite a good, I would say, daytime moisturizer and hydrator, and at the same time is, I guess, sunscreen. This one has a SPF 30 PA+++. So it's not as strong as the Dior one, but for a daily, I guess, moisturizer and sunscreen, especially if you're going to work and things like that, this is pretty much good enough. You really don't need too high of an SPF. So this is actually a pretty interesting product because this is a Color Smart Day moisturizer. They sell it basically like a moisturizer, but it has some tint to it. So it helps to covers up a little bit of the imperfection. It's pretty cool, especially if you don't wear makeup one. This is a really good like a daily moisturizer, sunscreen / tinted moisturizer kind of a product. I really do highly recommend this for dry skin people. I believe they do have one for oily skin as well, which is in green color one. You can actually go and check them out in their website. But yeah, this is another one that's quite highly recommended from me. I really do like this one very much. But let's go back to Clinelle. Since this is the star product of today's review, let me just give you a rough idea of what Clinelle is. Clinelle has always been a good dermatologically tested kind of product. I used to use Clinelle for a little while, their skincare, and it works well for a little while, but I think I realized after a while of using Clinelle skincare products, I kind of need to upgrade my skincare or just move on from that because my skin just wasn't doing anything anymore with the Clinelle skincare products. This is actually a new product from Clinelle. They say that this is water resistant, alcohol free, and it's ultra protect and hydrate, and it's organic. Ooh, interesting. It says to be non-greasy, ultra lightweight for all skin types, no paraben, dermatologically tested. So Clinelle products are generally all dermatologically tested, and I really appreciate them for that. Organic hyaluronic acid, that where it helps to lock in the moisture. Squalane, I don't know what's that. That's like an extract from olive oil. oil that helps moisturize your skin and keeps your skin soft and supple. Vitamin E helps to prevent premature aging. Angelica root extract to minimize skin moisture loss. Aloe vera and cucumber extract as a soothing agent, I guess. Like this one bottle, it looks very small, right? The box looks like extremely big. One bottle like that, it has about 30 ml, so I'm not quite sure how much is this, but I'll list everything out in my blog post, which will be linked down below. You can check all the information inside there. So I've used this earlier on before I go out, and it was still new for me. I tried spraying it. It takes, I mean, like usual most pumps, it takes quite a while for you to actually pump up the first pump. And the first few pumps was quite harsh. To be honest, I feel that the mist doesn't pump out as smoothly or as fine as how I expect a mist to be. It is actually quite a little bit disappointing. But after that, I start pumping even more. I realized that the mist kind of gets finer, but they still somehow pumps up a bigger droplets of water or a bigger droplets of the product. So the mist is not even, it's not like evenly very fine and soft and like, ooh, very nice. Unfortunately, the pump just doesn't do that. So for me, what I did earlier on is to spray it on my hands and then just rub it in between my hands and apply it onto my skin so that it's more even out that way rather of me just spraying it onto my face and just leave it there. But overall, the product itself, I actually do quite like the product itself because it's SPF 50. It does leave that little bit of that dewy finish. Actually, it's quite dewy to be honest, but it doesn't feel oily. It doesn't feel too sticky. It feels like once you mist it out, it feels like it's a water-based sunscreen, so it doesn't take much of your time to kind of blend it out. You know, some sunscreen, when you blend it out, sometimes it just leaves a white cast. This one doesn't. It doesn't feel like it leaves a white cast, so it's very, the formula wise, I would say it's very close to the water-based sunscreen from SunPlay. So I would say that this is actually a pretty good travel product because of how sleek it is and how small it is. They also say that this one you can use it over makeup. I really don't recommend you spraying it directly to your face, but I'll just show it to you. You probably have to spray it like far enough. Like you see, can you still see like this white big droplets of sunscreen and white spots? So you still have to really pat it out even if you spray it directly. It smells like sunscreen. It definitely do smell like sunscreen. The product itself is actually pretty good. It's just that unfortunately the spray, if they actually just do it better, find a better solution for the packaging, it would have been just a perfect sunscreen for me. Unfortunately, the packaging, the spray, the mist is not as fine as I expect it to be. But for now, I guess I'll just live with it. I really like it that this is alcohol free because I know some skin is sensitive and you can't really use much of alcohol on your skin. So this is a great alternative. Clinelle is actually a great skincare range for you to check out and just think about it. You know, they are alcohol free. They're probably pretty good for your skin. That's pretty much it. If you want to know more information of this product, you can actually check out the blog post below. I will link more information there. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Don't forget to like and subscribe!